everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to AlphaCraft. Starting out down here again. I think we started out last episode down here, because I wanted to check and see, do we have any new heads? And here's the problem. I have no idea, because there's something I should have done that I didn't do. What I need to do is have some chests over to the side, and as we get heads, go ahead and move them out. And if there's any kind that are like, let's see here, like see how there's two villager heads? Leave those together so that somebody can see the one kind I've got. See, there's two sheep. A spider, wait, cave spider? Oh, a regular spider head. Okay, that's the difference. See how there's two cat heads and a cat head? So maybe leave two horses, stuff like that. Leave those where you can actually see what they are so that you can compare them. But the rest, go ahead and move them out. Look, it's Seamus again. Seamus to Piggy, to Piggy to Seamus, to Seamus to Piggy, to Piggy to Seamus. It's like a ping pong game. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, let me show you. I was digging out some more areas. So I've got two more spots dug out. What I need to do is sort through that and figure out what are the different displays that we're going to build, what are the heads that I have that I could go ahead and build a display on, and maybe get one or two done. Like, I'm not so certain I want to do an episode of displays. Maybe we can just do displays and kind of show them off. The stinkerish thing is, I feel like there's a lot of projects that I've introduced and shown, but I haven't finished. And so it kind of gets to the point where I feel like I don't want to keep doing episodes on them because they could be, you know, you've already seen something like that. But at the same time, it means I start piling up more stuff that I need to be doing off camera that I can't film. So it kind of gets a little, you know, not quite sure what to do about myself sometimes, trying to figure out, you stinker. Okay. He ruins it, Precious. Yes, he does. This little fella, he just ruined my episode. Oh my gosh. Not Laster. Laster makes no sense. Did it? Oh wow, we can hear the rain. Oh, because the ceiling's so low. Let's get in here. How does it sound in here? Oh, it got quiet. Because the roof's high up enough. Awesome. So here's what was going on. Here's what my plan was. See that little... I'm telling you, these are the most frustrating mobs in the game. This little fellow right here did not have a hat on at all. And I threw an ender pearl over there and right-clicked on him trying to trade with him, and he just shook his head no. You know what I need to do? Let's see here. I've got an ender pearl. I've got carrots. Oh, there's that rain. Let me make sure I have a... there we go. I need a hoe. I've got carrots. Okay. See if we can do this without getting ourselves hurt. Throw an ender pearl right there. There we go. And that's what I was worried about. So can I trade with you now? Look at that. You stinker. I came over here. He didn't have a hat on. He wouldn't trade, which you know what that means. It means he wasn't a farmer. I want to see if this guy will plant. Is it work time for you? You going to plant some carrots? I need to know. Well, to be honest, a lot of these carrots look like they've been picked and are slowly growing back, so I think he's actually doing his job. Yeah. So what was going on was this little fellow was not a farmer anymore. He lost his trade, and I couldn't get him to become a farmer again. What is this guy? Okay, that guy's a farmer. That's really strange. I've only got the one... oh, wait, I've got a composter there. I think, do I have a composter back here for him? So he has a trade? Can I trade with you? Ooh. Okay. Well, what I might have to do is purge out the system and see if that's working. But let's go ahead and do this. I was going to have to remove the villager so that I could get a new villager in there that would be a farmer, because I broke the composter and put it back, and he wouldn't see it and make it his job, which was kind of frustrating. But here's the other thing. So notice how there's carrots right there, right? What's growing over here? Carrots are growing over here. That little stinker somehow got a hold of some carrots. I must have dropped one by accident, because this explains a lot. You know what I'm going to do? Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's down there? Uh-oh, he's mad now. You're not supposed to be down there. How did... That whole area is supposed to be, There's another one. You need to go to anger management classes, sir. Let's go ahead and take a nap real quick. I'm just checking to make sure that none of that text was going to give away something that's going on, because Spiderweb Ninja's got a really cool project she's doing. Let's see here. I don't even remember what I was going to... Oh, I know what I was going to say. So now we got it all quiet and everything. So I went ahead and moved the little farm right back out here because I've come up with another idea of what I want to do with it. So remember how it's potatoes and carrots getting mixed together? Well, that's because somebody has access to carrots. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to purge that little fellow of all his carrots. Do I need to, like, remove him, put him in another field, let him plant until he completely empties out his inventory? I don't know. Or put a new farmer in there that's never touched anything. But see, I pulled the stuff out of here. That messed up. That got pulled backwards because I removed a torch, and it sat under this block long enough that it actually lost its property. This what do you call it? Nylium or whatever that stuff is. So I'm going to have to redo it. But I got to thinking about it. There's no point in me standing here. That's silly. What I need to do is dig down and bury this and have a thing where I just dump some bone meal in and flip a lever to turn it on. Or maybe we have some kind of a sensor. See, this is the thing. I think every single part, every single part of this is blocked off. I guess what we could do is we could put the hopper on top and feed the bone meal down and then pull a signal from here. But what I need to do is have a comparator right where this hopper is. And that is going to set off a redstone signal as long as this has bone meal in it, mimicking this this switch. Okay, so as long as it senses there's bone meal, it's going to power the system, which will allow this thing to run. And then we just, right up in here, we're going to put a storage system with all the different stuff that can be grown. And then maybe pointing this direction, put ourselves a little room where we can actually grow the trees. And then that whole area will be done. But I got to looking at the fact that that one farmer, I was trying to figure out what's wrong with my carrots and potatoes. I figured out that one villager was not a farmer, but now he is. And I figured out that the other villager has access to carrots and has thus, look at this, and now he doesn't have a hat. See? There's something really strange going on. So that guy's still a farmer. Why are you not a farmer anymore, sir? Let's do this. This is really not making any sense. Did I... Can I... Oh, no. Okay. So try and get down here without messing up the thing. So look. He's talking to the fella. But see, now he doesn't want to trade. Now he's not a farmer. And are you a farmer in there, sir? Nope. Yeah, something really strange is going on here with these guys where they won't keep their farmer thing seeing this, and they're not seeing the barrels and turning into fishermen, because otherwise I'd be able to right-click on him and he'd want to trade stuff with fish. Okay, well, maybe I will have to do what I thought I was going to do with this episode, which is we need to get you out of here, purge you out, send you on your way, and then get a different villager in here. That's, oh, you know what we could do? Okay, I figured it out. Yeah, I did. I figured it out. That little fellow over there was his inventory full. Wait a minute. It looks like he doesn't have a farmer's hat on now. Oh, that was a weird lag. I didn't even see the ender pearl go. Look at this guy. Now he doesn't have a hat on. What is it with the carrots? Do they keep losing their jobs? I was going to say, like, get the villager, this guy out of here that's making carrots, move him over there, get a brand new villager, put him right there. I I may have to wait on swapping those two because I got to figure out what's going on with these. Is there some kind of weird glitch going on with these farmers or whatever? But anyway, so the plan for this episode... No cow, not the cow. The plan for this episode was to go over to the hospital. It's been quite a few episodes since we've been over here. I'll run over here and show you what I'm talking about. But we got this hospital right here. This here hospital needs to be populated. I need to have somebody at reception. I need to have at least one doctor wandering around in here. And behind this wall is supposed to be a maternity ward so we can get more villagers. So I need to do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and talk to some people on the server, see if they can help me figure out what's going on. Maybe some of y'all kind of down in the comment section help me figure out what exactly is happening with those villagers. So we're back on schedule. We're back on exactly what I want to do with this episode, which is we're going to try and get ourselves an established villager breeder so that we can go ahead and have access to villagers, because I need villagers to start populating this area. Because it's getting close for time to start explaining what this area is going to be and actually start forming it into what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go figure out how to get myself a villager breeder, get it built, get it installed, come back and show you what in the world is Piggy up to with the hospital. Look at it go. It's the longest carrot ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. My connection to the server is just like really, really weird lately. And boy, I tell you what, it makes it a little frustrating trying to build stuff. But whatever. I've got stuff done. Yes, I did. Let's take a zoom over here. I'm 80 to 90% happy with the way it turned out. There's one redstone circuit that I wish worked a little bit different, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty confident about what we got going on. Where we at for daylight? Okay, that's good. So let's go ahead in here. We have got the hospital. Now, I did something here because, one, this exterior out here is not finished. Looky there. I've done that little trick where you put, you dig a pit, and then you put string, and then you put carpet on top of it, and so mobs see that as a drop-off, and so they won't cross that. Because I want at least a villager running around in here, and I don't want them to be able to escape, and I don't want mobs that might spawn out there to make their way in here and kill the villager. So, yeah, look, everything's opened up. You haven't seen all this before. You've just seen this right here. Now, just a quick recap for those of y'all that maybe are newer to the series and haven't seen the older stuff. We've got the waiting room right here. We've got reception with a little computer. And then we have an examination room. Back it up. And then one more. That was weird. I thought I heard a sound. One more examination room. We've got the restroom. And look. So that you can, if you have a sample, put the sample there. And then we got our little water fountain. This is done by using armor stand. There's an invisible armor stand holding that stair. But I love it. It's like you just glance at it and your brain automatically sees that as a water fountain. At least my brain does. And then over here, I haven't finished this yet. I got to blow out this wall because that's going to be where we take the sample. And basically, I'm going to make this like a potion room. But I wanted to make it look like, like tests were being done and brewing stands look like they're test tube things and stuff like that. But over here, look, check this out. We got a maternity ward. Isn't that cool? I know. Not a big deal, right? But this is, look, we got a baby. A little baby. And let's see, can we get one more? I think there's one more baby in the system. We'll push the button. Boop. Look at that. We got 2 babies. Isn't that cool? Now, in a second, I'm going to show you how all this works. I'm going to go ahead and show you this because once I go in there and start looking at stuff, you're going to see things and it's going to throw you for a loop. So I figured let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to come in here and look. There's this horse just sitting in there, right? He's just sitting there. Didn't fill that up. Way to ruin the appearance, Piggy. So let's come here in this room. We're going to flip the lever, which shuts off the lights and shuts the door, and then we're going to step on this pressure plate. Wait for it. Look, we're taking an x-ray of the horse. We can see his bones. Everything's good to go, aren't you, horsey? Go ahead and back up here for a second. Let the machine cool off. You can't just walk right out there after you turn the machine on. And let's step forward. We're going to test the machine and make sure that it's shut off. There we go. Okay, everything's safe. We can turn the lights back on. Thank you, horse. Apparently the x-rays came back and said you're doing just fine. Yeah. I finally figured out what I want to do with a skeleton horse. That cool little switcheroo trick. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all this stuff. Oh, I've been busy. Yes, I have. Looky here. Now, right here, see, we can see the little minecart with the villager. What I'm going to eventually do is rig this up so that they get pushed forward and drop down, and we're going to run some minecarts over to an area so that we can start giving them jobs. Let's see, where's the other one? Oh, you're right here. Okay. So what happens is when you push the button up above, it sends a signal through here, and that signal gets split right in here. Signal goes to that if you push that button, and the signal comes up here if you push that other button. It powers the rail and pushes the minecart forward, and so it clears out that bed that has the villager. Meanwhile, a signal is getting sent to this repeater, which is powering this block, and then ends up powering this redstone line right here. Now, the reason why I have this done is because I can push two different buttons. They can affect something attached to that button, but both of them can come over and affect this redstone line. Now, the way that these are configured, I can send a signal from this block down, but if this redstone gets illuminated, it will not send a signal up this block and back this way. Boop. So that signal comes over to this torch tower, and it will basically power on here. We'll turn off that torch and turn that torch on. So remember that. We're going to go up here, and you'll see why you would want to turn that torch on. So that torch is underneath this block right here, which that torch turning on is going to cause this redstone to light up. That redstone is going to do two things. One, it's going to dispense a minecart that would be in here. I have to run a hopper system down here so we can keep this full of minecarts. But it's also going to send power to this piston, which has a glass block in front of it. Now, the cool thing about that is the glass block can push on mobs and it won't suffocate them. So what happens is if we have a villager in there that's kind of stuck or is not close enough to the rail, that block pushes them forward. It scooches them right to the edge, and when that minecart goes by, it picks them up with no problem. You're running the illusion. Now, the other thing is that if I push this button over here for this one, so you can see the villager down there, then while this is getting dispensed, it triggers this rail to turn that way, and so the villager gets sent that way. If it's not that one, then by default it passes by and goes this way. So that's how we can push a button and sort villagers to do different spots. Oh, it must be nighttime because I just saw them laid out. Oh, excuse me. So go ahead and climb up here, and I've got these villagers up here in this breeder. Now, something I've noticed. Uh-oh, I right-clicked and that woke him up. I'm sorry. See how he doesn't have a hat on? At certain times of the day, they see the composter and they get a farmer's hat. So I think maybe I think I have it figured out. Okay, these guys have never been traded with, so they're not locked in as being farmers. So during certain times of the day when they see their workstation and want to work, they turn into a farmer, and then when it's not work time, they turn back into a generic villager. I've got a repeater clock up above here. If I flip this lever on, it will spit food, which I've got carrots. It'll spit food out, and it will make sure that our villagers have got some food so that they can go ahead and breed. I probably need to put it, and then I've got this right here just in case for some weird reason I need to step over here. Let's go ahead and back up. I do not want to sleep in that or set my spawn here. We'll hop down here, And look, this is cool. This broke right into the back of where the mass cooker smelter thing is we got going on here. So that's pretty cool. So that means the access to get up into all of this eventually will be that you have to come over to the cooker and then climb up this ladder, and then it will let you over in here. So I'm going to show you the magic of what's going on with this. This is ridiculous crazy. Oh, there goes my keyboard acting crazy again. Okay, so we have a horse and a minecart, which when it drops down, it drops onto a powered rail that's not powered. And so because it's down there, it can kind of sit beneath this carpet, and it'll pass right through the carpet, which is cool. So if I step on this pressure plate, see, nothing happened, right? Because two things have to happen. This lever has to be switched, which shuts the door, turns off the lights, but it also does some magic underneath. And when this is switched and I step on that, that will send a signal to the powered rail that this horse is sitting on and push him forward. And he's going to come up right here, this little contraption. It's cool. It'll come up here and go to this rail and then go up that way. Now, the reason why I got two glass blocks here is because if these were solid blocks or half slabs, the horse will actually take damage. Same with these blocks right here. If these were solid, the horse would take damage. So the horse gets sent up this way, and then right up here, and it hits this activator rail. And when that happens, it sends power over to this torch. It will shut off this torch, which will turn that torch on, which will cause that trapdoor to lift up and lets this horse drop down. And then that horse is in motion, so it passes by that activator rail. And all this turns back on and the trapdoor lifts. And about the time the trapdoor lifts, the other horse is coming up here and lands on top of the trapdoor. So we got this cool little switcheroo gadget thing going on that lets us take x-rays of horses. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. I'm loving how this hospital turned out. I'm just going to wait for these guys to grow up, and then I'll be able to send them on their way so we can start making them work, which we're not going to work on that today. I've been working so much on this. I know the episode's maybe a little bit shorter than what you're used to, but that was just so much work, and I'm still kind of on limited time for making episodes that I figured we would go ahead and make that the episode. But here's the fix that I'm thinking we need to do with these villagers. So, like I said, because these villagers, see now he's a farmer. Let's do this. I have got, let's go and get some carrots, some potatoes, some wheat, and some beets. And then I need to make sure I have a hoe just in case we mess up the ground. That's really strange that in the middle of the night that he's still seeing himself as a farmer. I guess because he doesn't have a bed, maybe? I don't know. Where in the world did I put the hoes? They should be with the rest of the tools, but I really don't have a place for the tools. And I know I've got several of these things laying around. Oh my gosh, you know what? Let's just make one. Oh, nope, don't get stuck in there. Oh well. So much for being prepared and ready to go, right? I'm just going to check here since we're running that. Yep, I told you, look. See, I've got several of them just laying around. So what I'm thinking is maybe if we trade with this villager, it will lock this villager as being a farmer. You going to be Farmer John? You just stay put. There you go. Whoop. Oh, yep, we did mess up the crop. You checking that spot out, aren't you? Here you go. You going to plant us a carrot? He's thinking about it. Let me check. Trades. Potatoes and beet. Ooh, 15 beetroot. Here you go. No. Trade. Trade, please. Trade. Uh-huh. And then maybe you want to trade some potatoes as well? We could level you up. Now what? Oh, I could buy apples? Pumpkins? Oh, man, watch this be like really, really good trades, and then I won't want this farmer to be out of here. But he's locked in as being a farmer now. This one I'm not so concerned about being a farmer. I think as long as it's just a villager, he will toss food to him. Let's go ahead and... So let's just look and see. See, they're farmer, farmer, farmer. They all are farmers. That's really, really strange. But here's what I'm thinking about. That little fellow right there, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to hook up a rail and pull him out of there. And once one of those other two villagers grows up and becomes an adult, I will clear out all the carrots. We'll swap it with potatoes. I will bring a new villager over and lock them in as a farmer. And I think by removing this one from this area, he will lose his profession because I've not traded with him. And so we will be able to try to make it where that villager is maybe a different job. And if that works, if that seems to lock them in, then I'm going to go ahead and trade with the rest of these guys just to lock their professions so that way they don't take their hats off. I know you think you did a good job, so hats off to you, right? No, you got to keep picking that food. So a pig's work is never done, and a pig's work's never done means he's going to be hungry, he's going to need food, so you guys need to earn your keep. I made those really, really nice spots for you. I almost said cages. They're not cages. They're really, really nice hanging gardens. That's what they are. So you guys get to work. Oh, and the sun's almost up. So if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. If you want to see more of these as I release them, you're not already subscribed and you want to be, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever new videos come out, go ahead and hit the notification bell. Piggy, you're on the wrong side of the town right now. You're out here at night just begging for a fight. And you don't want to fight. You want to run this way. So let's go this way. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that villager to grow up over there so I can swap them out and make sure that that fixes everything. Trying to figure out how I can get a little section ready to go for those villagers so we can start getting villagers for our area. Have everything ready to go for next episode. And that is when I hope to see you is in the next episode of AlphaCraft.